How are you guys doing today? My name is Justice Bunn, and today we'll be talking about how I think we should go about doing an audit for Nicholls State Residential Living. And today I'll be talking to you guys about an internal audit. So let's begin with our first slide. Management Information Systems. I will first begin my audit by interviewing all levels of residential living. What I mean by this is that we'll start from the DAs to the RAs, and then to pro staff. This will allow us to know how each level is working with one another and information is being passed properly through. This process will ensure that business process is being followed in line for maximum revenue. So what this means is when I first go, I want to interview the lowest part of residential living, because those people are where it starts at, which is very important to us. Then I want to make our way up to the residential living, residential assistants, which is the RAs. And what they do is they're over top of the DAs. So we want to make sure that we're having some type of communication between each level. And then the next level, you go to pro staff, which is above the RAs, and they oversee the whole entire buildings. So you want to have some general area idea where you're going to start it. So this is why this is one of the most important slides. All right, let's go on to our next one. Occupational health and safety. When previewing the campus, I will make sure that Nicholls State University is abiding by the rules and regulations set by OSHA. This will include signs and signals and clear paths for all residents to escape in case of emergency. This will ensure the safety and quality of the buildings on campus and make it safer for people attending. Be sure to look carefully and not to make any mental mistakes while inspecting. So for this slide, we're going to make sure that Nicholls is following all the regulations that we have set for them, such as, you can see we said signals and signs. A lot of the times, a lot of buildings have residents in them that may rip down these signs that are important to us. So when you guys are going to inspect, you want to make sure that everything is up and everything is up to date, especially because in such big buildings like we have on campus, a fire can be caused by anybody. And if it is, it's very hazardous. And you guys want to make sure that things like this are avoided, because once one fire starts, it can spread across the whole campus. And also make sure that they have a clear path for getting out. A lot of places forget that to update their fire escapes, and what you guys want to do is make sure this is steady enough for them, because the steps are really old, and you want to make sure that they have an actual way to get out the building if an emergency is to happen. Okay, let's move on to the next slide. Staff payment and overtime. So I want to ensure that everyone knows how the staff payment works for the positions. Oftentimes a business can have trouble with employees who think they should be making more than what they are. My role will be to break it down, make it simple for everyone, making sure they know the rules and how overtime payment works. This will be beneficial for those accepting the job to work in residential living. So for this one, this is like team building for businesses, because oftentimes people may think that they're not making as much as somebody else and that they're being unfairly paid. When you're going and you're interviewing these employees, you want to make sure that they know like what their role is and how much they make and what the overtime rules consist of. Because oftentimes this may be confusing to people, and it can cause people to either be fired or to quit, which can really put a ruin to your plan for your business. So make sure you guys are being truthful with these employees and letting them know exactly what they're going to be looking forward to if they work for us, and if they plan to stay with us. Lastly, I want to talk to you guys about internal and external communication, which may be the second most important thing in this whole entire PowerPoint. It is important to maintain good communication at every aspect of residential living, not only with housing, but we remain in contact with pest control and maintenance. This will provide a great organization for the business. It will make it easier for transitions between each department. It will be easier for someone like me to stay in contact and keep up to date with everyone that is going on with Nicholls State, everything that is going on with Nicholls State University. So what this means, you guys, is that we oftentimes, we work with housing, but housing is also working with pest control and also working with maintenance. So when you were going out and we're doing these audits, we don't want to forget that it's important to have communication between all aspects of residential living. We want to keep up-to-date things with pest control, making sure that their equipment is up-to-date. And also maintenance, we want to make sure that maintenance is getting things done inside the buildings, making sure that everyone is able to live in their rooms. They don't have any mold or anything that could cause them to get sick. Because what I want you, before you guys go and do audits, I want you guys to remember the most important thing is always the students. We want to keep the students safe and want to make sure that we have the best buildings that we have to offer in Louisiana. So these are the things you guys should take care of before you go and do an audit, and build any questions that you have from this type of PowerPoint. If you guys have any questions, just email me and let me know. Thank you.